Hi guys, it's Little Kansas Kitty and I welcome you back to my journey. I had the RNY Gastric bypass on June 25th, 2018 and I am 38 years old. I'm 5'6". I started off my high weight at 238 pounds. Last week I came to you and I weighed 175 and this week I weigh 171. So I lost 4 pounds in the last week. Awesome. Awesome. I don't know if I deserve it after I share some of my food with you, but I am like really excited about that. So ending the month of October strong with a real, a nice sizable loss feels great. I'm feeling a lot leaner. When I just touching my right here, just like my collarbones, chest area, it feels harder. Like there's less, skin there, and so that I just feel a lot leaner all over. I like Jessica Cakes made a video from Hawaii this week, and she mentioned that as her body is changing, it was a kind of a reminder to learn to love herself at different sizes, and that's so true. I mean, I definitely feel great in clothes. I am loving what I'm seeing in the mirror. Grace Gets Gastric had kind of that weird feeling this week when, glancing in the mirror, she's like, oh my God, is that me? And I'm feeling that all the time too, like, oh yeah, that's me. So feeling good about the reflection in the mirror. Clothes off, I definitely have problem areas in my lower back and my booty. I want to get that Brazilian butt lift so bad one day, so bad. So seeing some of the effects of excess skin definitely in my upper thigh area too, but loving myself at every size. I did go ahead and box up all of my size 14s. They were just starting to fall off of me. I'm in my size 12s right now, and they're getting loose. So I was kind of sad to get rid of the 14s, and I'm not getting rid of them. I'm probably going to give them to my mom if she makes it down to that weight again. I know she'd love to have them, but the size 12s are starting to get a little loose. So I haven't tried on a size 10, but I imagine they probably fit now. I did have a gold dress hanging in my closet. I've had it for a few years. Still had tags on it, and I tried it on about 10 pounds ago, and I remember saying to myself, okay, still a little snug, but 10 pounds. When I reach about 170, I think I'm going to fit in this dress. I just threw it on yesterday just to try it on. I'm at 171, and I was like right on. It fits really nicely. So it is short sleeves, so but it's like a light purple suede material. It's so pretty. And so I will just wait for a nice warm fall day. I know we'll get one. Weather's so weird in Kansas City, and I'll get some wear out of it. I did spruce up my closet a little bit. I've been going through a lot of my older clothes and, being able to fit in all of them. And like VSG Joe says, one of the best places to shop is the back of your closet. And I did do the kind of clothes clean out many weeks ago, so I am wearing a lot of my clothes, but I needed just like a little facelift, a little boost to my fall wardrobe, and I felt like I deserved it. Like I've worked so hard and I just wanted a few new things, and so I did get several like crew neck long sleeve tees. I got a vest. I got some new sweater dresses. They are beautiful. They are tight. I got size large, but I got it from Lulu's online, so I knew they were going to be running a little smaller. So they are snug, but I think I'll be able to fit in them a little bit through the season, cold season. Because the cold season in Kansas City, we start in about October, we end like the end of March, early April. Like it doesn't warm up quite yet. So I'm gonna, there's 5 to 6 months almost of cooler weather. So I think as I just shrink down a wee bit more, the dresses will get a little loose. The sweater dresses that I bought will get a little looser, and they'll still look nice. Fur. So another thing with just starting to shed some of this weight, you know, you're shedding your insulation, and I am feeling cold all the time. I'm so cold. So, you know, trying to stay warm with vests. I did buy myself a super cozy coat. It is like, it's like sheepskin practically. Like this thing is, it's so cozy. I just love this jacket. It's got like a hood on it, and it's, oh, it's so cozy. So, I did get this for myself from Burlington Coat Factory. It wasn't that expensive. I love it, and they do make fun of me in the office because I do put it on sometimes when I'm sitting at the front desk, because it's so cozy and it's freezing. In our office, I have read that when you are on a low carb diet, you have lower insulin, and sometimes that results in just like cold hands and cold feet and just being colder, and then also dry skin. So I've noticed that my skin is getting really dry. I'm putting on a lot of lotion already. Another thing I did yesterday, I saw Finding Wendy's video some time ago where she mentioned allergies, and kind of a natural way to get ahead of your allergies is to take some honey, some local honey. And I have really bad spring allergies. They have gotten worse. And when I first moved to Kansas City, I didn't have any allergies for like 7 years. And then all of a sudden, my eyes would be really itchy in the spring, and it's just spring allergies, and it's just around when the pollen's flying around. And so when I saw Finding Wendy mention that in her video, that you can take like local honey ahead of time, that you might be able to kind of get ahead of it and hopefully reduce some of your symptoms of your allergies. So I met a beekeeper yesterday. It was kind of like, I felt like I was meeting somebody off Craigslist, because we like pulled up at a gas station, met each other. He didn't even get out of the car, and he handed over this big jar of honey, raw honey, and he has his farm close by. But I did get a jar of raw honey. So this is local honey, close to my home. And I tried to take a little bit yesterday. So I think it's recommended to take like, I don't even know how much. I need to do more research on this. But, you know, here you're taking in, the bees are moving around from the flowers, and you just take like a fourth a teaspoon or a half a teaspoon. I think I tried a whole teaspoon yesterday, and it was way too much. So this is such a treat. This is so good. So he doesn't add anything in his honey. It's so sweet. Like, not having anything really sugary for over 4 months. This is so sweet and so good. Such a treat. So I'm going to take, you know, like a half teaspoon or something a day, and see if that helps kind of build up my immunity over the next 6 months. And really what he did say is to go ahead and get some of they actually sell pollen too from the season. So in the spring, the bees, you know, they pick up the pollen from the different flowers, and I guess they like stick to them, and they remove those pellets, and you take the pollen too, and that can really help, especially when it's from that season. And you have to take it in really small doses, or else your throat will like close up if you're really allergic to it. So I'm gonna give that a shot too. I'm gonna get some of his pollen in the spring. So something fun and exciting. So thank you, Finding Wendy, for mentioning that. Food wise, I need to rein it in a little. I don't think I'm losing like total control, but I am reminded of some of my, you know, prior behaviors. But I feel like I'm eating all day long, like all day long. So here's kind of a typical day for me. I go running in the morning, you know, early in the morning, I get home, I get ready, I'm drinking water during this entire time. Then I make myself usually some oatmeal. I do like a half a cup of oatmeal. I add a tablespoon of raisins and some pumpkin spice, and then a dash of like 2% milk. And I eat that on the way in the car to work. And then pretty much after I finish that, I take my morning vitamins, and those are all sweet. It's like another sweet treat. Then, you know, wait a little bit when I get to work, and I start sipping on Crystal Light. So I like pink lemonade's my favorite. I really like Crystal Light grape right now. It's kind of a little bit fresher and not as strong. So I sip on Crystal Light throughout the morning. I always make myself some tea. Bigelow lemon ginger is my very, very, very favorite. So good. I have tea, and then around 11 o'clock I have my first protein shake. So here I've got breakfast and I've got a snack. Then after that I start, you know, continue to have my Crystal Light. I usually have a dose of vitamins, and they're my chewy vitamins, so they're treats. Then I'm wait till around 1 o'clock to have my lunch. And I, right now, this week has been a chili kind of week. I love Amy's organic chili, and so I do a half a cup of that, but I always add stuff on top of that. So my portions are getting a little larger. So I put a little dollop of like fat-free sour cream and some like goat cheese. And so I eat that. And then after that, I usually have my next dose of vitamins, and so that's another sweet treat because they're chewable. Then I continue having my Crystal Light. And then around like 4 o'clock I have my second protein shake, and then when I get home, usually, well, after the protein shake sometime, then I have the next dose of vitamins, so there's another treat there. And then when I get home around 6ish or so, I have some kind of dinner. And what am I doing for dinner right now? Various things. So sometimes I just do like a Dannon Light and Fit Greek yogurt, which is usually some kind of sweet treat. And then other times I love turkey pepperoni slices. I love that. So I might do that with like scramble it up with some squash, or like some yellow squash, or some like zucchini or something. And then maybe add some like red sauce on that, and maybe some cheese on that too. So, and then after dinner, very shortly after, I don't wait very long, so I hope I'm just fearful that I'm stretching my tummy, my pouch, but I have been doing every single day this week, every single day, some of the sugar-free pudding. I like the chocolate, and then I mix a tablespoon of PB2 peanut butter powder in there, and it's so good. And then that's pretty much it. But I feel like, as you can see, I'm like constantly putting something in me all day long. So I do worry that I'm feeling the need to have something like going all the time. And then after dinner, you know, after my snack and stuff, I'll drink on some more Crystal Light until about 7:30, 7:45 is usually my cutoff time, because I am in bed early, and if I drink too close to bedtime, I'm getting up to go to the bathroom. So throughout the day, I have another evil little culprit. So these are the devil for me. They're like my guilty pleasure. So these are icebreakers. This is like a fruit and cool, really yummy, but I like the kind of sour ones too. And I eat these all day. And that is why I'm getting at, like, I need to rein it in, because prior to surgery, I was like a gumaholic. I would chew gum all day long, and I could go through like a pack easily. And so I've been like sucking on these a lot throughout the day, and I need to be careful. They are sugar free, but I can kind of feel that tendency of like wanting something all the time, you know, creeping up on me. And from what I understand, I haven't had any gum, because my bariatric coordinator had told me, she's like, you can have sugar-free gum afterwards, it's fine. But she said, you know, sometimes when you're chewing gum, it actually produces that saliva in your mouth, and you actually get hungrier. And so So I haven't had the gum yet, but I switched to mints, and I think that's pretty much the same thing. So I may need to watch it here, but I did calculate. I'm not a tracker. I don't track my calories. I don't track all my stuff. But I did go ahead and track it yesterday, and I was at 1,200 calories easily. I was like, ooh, okay, I probably need to back off a little. But and the same like point though, I did lose 4 pounds this week, so maybe my body's thanking me for the extra calories because I am still running a lot. I am keeping my mileage up. I did 14 miles this morning. Felt really good. I have a girls trip that we're planning to Vermont in next May, so May 2019, to do like a girls marathon trip. And so I figured if I keep increasing my mileage now, I'll be more than ready by the time May comes, because I'm at a really good point right now with my mileage. So I did put together a 20-week plan to get myself up to 22 miles, because you don't have to run that last 4 to get 26.2. But I should be ready by like February or so, like maybe late February, to find a marathon. It's harder to find any in my area around that time because it's cold, and running through the winter does get brutal, but it keeps you on target. And if I can find a race and put it on the calendar, I know I'm going to be more apt to just be motivated to get out there. So I will see what I can find. Either I do something or I just keep my mileage up and do that May marathon. Halloween is coming up, so we've done already a lot of fun stuff for the fall. We've painted pumpkins, and we went to nighttime corn mazes. Those were amazing. Miles and miles of corn mazes. My daughter and I, we were so lost. We had so much fun in the night with flashlights. We had a huge Halloween party the other night. I'm looking forward to Halloween, to do some trick-or-treating with my daughter, and to not get in her candy, not get in my kids' candy this year is going to be huge. Like BSG Joe mentioned, he doesn't think he's going to be surrounded by, the wrappers of shame. And that was me, like all the time, like so many wrappers all around me, just like eating and trying to hide them and stuff. And so I'm excited that I know I'm not getting into that. I'm 4 months out now. I haven't had those kind of treats, and I don't crave them. And I know they're a trigger for me, so I know if I have a little, it's just those cravings are gonna be there. So I'm excited to go trick-or-treating, and I will just bring some hot tea with me, and just keep it in like a mug and just keep myself warm and enjoy sipping on that. So I hope you all have a very healthy and spooktacular week, and I will see you next time. Bye.